I've decided to upgrade my camera. I only have 68 subscribers and there's absolutely no comments. I thought I would get into that even without anyone asking. I would just anticipate that question. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome to my table. Let's talk cameras. Alright, what I wanted to get into was that lately in my other videos, I've been shooting everything on my iPhone Plus, which is a great camera and a great utility when you need it. Sometimes there are challenges. You'll pull out the phone and it'll record. If you start this way and then turn it, or you start with it upside down, it'll record videos upside down, and when you import it, it's all kind of flipped around. Plus the audio, there's some challenges with the audio. One of my earlier videos didn't have very good audio at all, and then I got this Shure MV88 microphone, which I have on there right now, which is what I'm using to record this video, and it's been an exceptional microphone. It's great. I can take it in the wind, I can take it out outdoors, indoors, very versatile, just pops right on. You can pick that up for $150. I picked it up used, I think online for like $60, $65. So definitely you should check that out and pick that up. Alright, so I picked up the Canon SL2. Now I picked this camera runs for about $550, brand new. You can get it with a kit lens, costs a little bit more. It has a great flip out screen. This camera will shoot 24 frames, it'll shoot 30 frames, and it'll shoot 60 frames. It'll shoot all of those at 1080. I don't need 4K right now for the things I'm shooting. I really want to concentrate on story and my ability and just getting in front of the camera and building that up before I decided to go out and spend a lot more money on a camera. Sure, you can, you get one of those cameras, you can shoot 120 frames a second, you can shoot 240 frames a second, and you can go to the beach and there can be a bird hovering with the waves crashing in and the sun's coming on the horizon and persons in the foreground, and it's just beautiful. But that's not what's going to bring people back. What's going to bring people back is making good videos, and that's what I want to strive to do. So with that, I didn't want to spend too much money on gear, and so I actually want to build up from there. So in 2019, I'm starting with an older camera, and I think this camera is great. So I have this camera, and then for the microphone, this is a microphone I've had. I went with the old Rode microphone. This microphone's not bad. The audio quality out of this microphone is great. I have no problem with it. I've seen other channels where people will critique it against the other Rode microphones, but for day-to-day, everything you're going to do in vlogging, I think it's a great microphone. The only caveat, the one thing that will get me, sometimes you have to change the battery in it, and if you don't change the battery, it will die, and then it will record nothing. You'll just get yourself just talking, and that's a challenge. So I went with that. That's my number 2 setup right there. Alright, what lens did I pick? So for this camera, a really good lens, I picked the Canon. This is the 10-22 EF. This is going to be your wider lens, and it's going to have a little bit of, it zooms into a 22, zooms in a little bit, but it's going to be really good for when you're vlogging, turn the camera around. It's going to have a pretty nice background there for you so you can see. I also have the kit lens that comes with it, which is, it's an 18-55. This thing is just, wow, this is just really just plastic. It's a cheapy lens, but I'm gonna rock it for right now. It's doable, and when I need to zoom in, it only zooms into a 55. You can get, I think there's the 18-135, which is a much more versatile lens. But right now, that's the kit lens, and that's what I'm going with. But this lens, this 10-22, is great. I love this thing. So this is a setup right now. Then I decided to go with, when I first started vlogging, I was using this Joby, which is, you put the camera on here, and this thing is humongous, and you go out and when you want to vlog and you're talking to yourself, and it's just, everyone knows that you're vlogging. So I decided to go with something that has a little less of a footprint. So I went for the base here. I went with the Zhiyun like crane tripod bottom here. I got this thing on Amazon for $30. Let me show you this. Okay, this is what it comes. The legs on this are all metal, very well made, very stiff. It's got rubber underside pads to it, and it is the TRM. You probably can't read that. TRM02. And so I'll have that as my base. Okay, and then I went here. I went with the Manfrotto 494 ball head. I picked this up. This was brand new on Amazon. It was $75. Now this one has quick release plates on it, which I'm going to show you here in a second. You can just pop the camera on, pop the camera off, which if you were to go with the Joby and you were to do that, you have to unscrew it and take it off, which isn't too bad. I mean, the other ones you'll see on this one, it's a lot faster, but the limitations of the leg with it falling over, and it's just kind of a pain to bend, but you can adjust it to be different heights. So, but we're gonna test this out. I really have a good feeling about that one. So let's get into this. All right, so here it is. This is the head to the tripod. Like I said, it has a quick release plate. You pull this right here and the plate pops right off, and it has the cord head screw right there. You just screw it on to, oh, I'm gonna need an adapter. So you know you're gonna need the adapter. Let's see if it has it on here, because I have one. I have to get one of those. I got the adapter. It's this little bitty piece. I don't know if you can see it right there. That's gonna go. That's gonna turn this screw. Put that one on there. Then you got the tripod head, and then it should then work. Ah, nice. There we go. This tripod head, it can support 17.6 pounds, which is great. And the head only weighs 0.75 of a pound. So it weighs next to nothing. Way lighter. This weight, like, this is a lot less weight than this to carry around. And also, if you fold it up and you were to look at it, it's huge. There's a huge difference from what this is. This is like out of the Matrix. All right, take your plate, put it onto the bottom of your camera here. There's an arrow here that tells you which direction. It says lens, and you point it towards the lens. Just like so. And then when the locking mechanism goes to the back, slide it in forward, and then it locks in there, and it won't come out. So that goes on there, locks right in there, and then you have your tripod. So your tripod, you can vlog like this. It's much smaller. You have your microphone. I actually am going to try a different one because I've had this one for a while, and I wanted to try various microphones. So I picked up the smaller Rode microphone for the setup. I'm going to show you. The Video Micro Compact Rode with the Rycote is what I went with. This one is a much smaller footprint than this one. Sometimes if you go in, you know, if you're going to vlog somewhere, you're going to an establishment where you're going to eat or something, and you pull this thing out. This right here says you're doing serious audio business, and sometimes you want something that's a little more discreet. So this right here, without the windsock on it, is going to be much smaller. And there's the size of that. As you can see, I will compare the two. Big difference. So let me change these out. All right, so this is it on top of the camera. As you can see, it's much smaller. So if you were to go somewhere, this doesn't look, except for the fact it's red, doesn't seem, I don't know, as big. It might be able to hide it a little bit more. I decided to go with the Rode microphone. On Amazon, if you look on Amazon, there's another brand that is rated very highly, and a lot of people are going with that one. I think it sells for $40. The only reason I didn't go with that one, the internal, I watched several videos on the internal microphone itself is very similar to this one and costs a lot less. But the Rode microphone, the shock absorber bracket is able to withstand a lot more. People were complaining about where they'd push it down and it would just break in their hands. So I decided not to go with that one. But on eBay, I did find someone who was selling this thing for $45. So I got $5 more than I would of that other microphone, and I went with the Rode brand, which I do really like Rode microphones. So this is the size of it as it was before, and this is it now. And then this, and then this is it against the Joby. So the camera would have been way up here. So I've really compacted the camera for where it is from where it was to this, and it's going to be much easier when I want to tell a story or talk. Just hold this up here and talk to it. So that is what I'm going to be filming with in the future. If you would like any of this gear, I would appreciate it if you check the links down below. I'll be listing some of these, and it would really help out the channel and support what I do, and I would love to bring you more videos like this. If you like this, please comment below any suggestions else you want me to make videos on. I'd be happy to, and take care. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. Bye.